What's up, co-reporters? Welcome back to my channel. Cheyenne Floyd has provided a little bit of a miniature update on what went down that fateful day when she and Zach were shot up in their car. Someone tried to shoot in their car 13 times. Fortunately, none of the bullets actually connected to Cheyenne or Zach. Mind you, her children were also in the car. Both Ryder and Ace. Ace was only a couple months old at the time, and Ryder, she was maybe 5 years old. It was a storyline for last season of the show. It was a really terrifying kind of moment on the show. It's definitely not something that I ever saw coming for Teen Mom. But when information started coming out about Zach's past and his extensive criminal history, a lot of people, myself included, started to look at him funny and wonder if he was in any way, shape, or form associated with the person who seemingly targeted him and his family, right? Cheyenne and Zach said on the show that they knew the person. This is someone that had been in their home. I believe they had pictures with this person in their home and everything like that. This was a full-blown friend, which makes you wonder, what type of friend? Is this a law-abiding friend? Or is this someone who was living life kind of on the edge, the way that Zach was living life, right? So come to find out, we still don't know. I remember when this season of the show started airing a couple of weeks ago, I was wondering, when are we going to find out more information about that? Because Cheyenne's storyline right now is being dominated by Corey's story, which is basically that his daughter has a heart defect and she's going through surgery and everything. So I wondered why Cheyenne was not getting that much like segment about her own story, right? Because this shooting incident is very, very interesting. And a lot of people have been waiting to get some more information on that. Now, Cheyenne did an interview with In Touch Weekly where she talked about how things are going. Apparently, the court case still is ongoing. By the way, like, aren't you guys super sleuths with finding court cases? I've always been quite useless for that. So I am surprised that nobody has been able to dig it up. Maybe this is a really, really sensitive, I guess, because minors are involved. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Is that the reason why no one has been able to find this? Because yeah. So anyway, she says that the court case still is ongoing, so they're not able to talk about it too much. But it still is something that is active, right? They still are working on kind of getting justice for what happened here. I'm also surprised that TMZ has no information on this entire ordeal. Now, just remember what happened basically was they were in the car, her, Zach, and the children. And then all of a sudden she sees a dot on Zach's forehead, kind of like a laser beam. And she's like, what is that? And then that's when the shots started kind of like firing out from here, there, and everywhere. And thank God none of them were actually touched or harmed by it, right? Cheyenne is quoted as saying, God literally covered us that day because every cop who was there said they don't understand how we are all alive. I had to pinch myself to make sure I understood that I was alive. Cheyenne even had like a little bit of a storyline in which she did a kind of FaceTime call with Macy, who also survives a shooting. She wasn't directly kind of like targeted or anything like that, the way that Cheyenne's family was in that car that day, but she happened to be in a gas station. A cop was using her car as a shield as bullets were flying around and whatnot. So that was very traumatic to her. That was a storyline and everything. And for Cheyenne's thing, they didn't really use it as much as a storyline, right? We only got a couple episodes on it last season, and then we kind of moved right along. But I would be interested in knowing how this goes. I would be interested in seeing them go to court or talk to their lawyers or anything that we can see. I know it's an open case, so they can't say much, but I'm sure that with their lawyers, they can craft some pretty kind of like vague yet interesting, impactful statements, right? Honestly, gun violence always just like makes me really sad and scared. I just can't believe that it's so prominent, right? It's wild to me. I can't imagine. I really cannot. But I'm glad that all of them are safe and all of them are okay, because like the cop said, I don't understand how. All those people in the car, 4 people, the person was really close up and none of them were touched. Thank God, right? My goodness. Anyway, guys, keep an eye out for this story. Hopefully we get some more details moving forward, okay? If we get more details, of course, I will share them with you. So make sure to stick around. In the meantime, take care. Bye.